E aí pessoal, Chinchilo Games na área. Pessoal, continuando o Red Dead onde a gente tinha parado, me aproximei do Dutch aqui para começar a interação da próxima missão. E eu vou jogar essa garrafa aqui na garrafa. Ué, cadê meu balde? Perdi meu balde, droga. Valeu, Dutch.
We lost men back there. We have lofty goals, Arthur. We're trying to reform society to a kinder, truer, better way. Now, of course, there's gonna be casualties. We're thieves in a world that don't want us no more. We are dreamers in an ever duller world of facts. Now, I'll give you that, but come on. We got the day.
Tá, e aí eu não consegui jogar o meu balde no rio. Tava aproveitando, mas não deu certo. Era um trabalho para acampamento. Mas tá bom. Valeu, Dutch. Valeu mesmo, Dutch. Obrigado. Você é muito gentil. Atrapalhou meu trabalho. Tava aqui ajudando no acampamento. Tu foi lá e atrapalhou meu trampo, Dutch. Vou vontade de te dar um socão, Dutch, que tu não tá nem ligado. Enfim, se você é novo no canal, se inscreve aí, deixa o like, compartilha o vídeo para dar aquela força aqui pro canal. Pera aí, deixa eu pegar comida, Dutch, que eu não comi ainda. Aqui no canal vai ajudar demais. Por que que eu... Não, seu gordo. Deixa eu pegar a comida, velho. Espera aí, Dutch. Ele tá... não comi ainda. Ele tá me interrompendo. Só um minutinho, Dutch. Eu já vou. Calma, meu personagem não comeu. Eu tenho direito a um ensopado. E o gordo não tá deixando eu pegar, velho. Isso é sério, velho? Ele resolveu mexer no ensopado logo agora. Vambora, vai. Quer ver que eu vou sair de perto do ensopado? Ele vai sair, ó. Fica vendo, ó. Presta atenção. Certeza. Na hora que eu chegar no Dutch, ele sai. Ah, menos mal. Enfim, se inscreve aí, deixa o like, compartilha o vídeo pra dar força, tá? Agradecer quem tem dado aquela força no canal, beleza? Tá, vamos pegar a Pocotôncia. Aquele outro cavalo marcado é o outro cavalo que eu tô usando agora, que eu tô usando 2 cavalos. Um é a Pocotôncia, que é a minha principal, e o outro é o meu cavalo secundário que eu uso para fazer outras coisas. Tá funcionando muito bem. E ele é tão bom quanto ela. Então, já sabe, né? Deixa eu só tirar esse bagulho aqui do mapa, mano, porque isso aqui é capaz de atrapalhar na missão. Ah, eu tô procurado, viu? Só pra vocês saberem, eu fiz uma baguncinha aí sem querer. E a baguncinha ficou meio complicada. E é por isso que eu troquei de chapéu, eu tava usando máscara até agora há pouco.
Why don't we just fish here? There's a whole lake of them. Because I need to get out for a bit. Me and the old guard. Before any of them back there, oh, there was us.
The curious couple and their unruly son.
It feels good here. You did well finding that spot, Arthur. More Charles than me. It's like I can breathe again, thick and soupy as this air is. Might even do your whistling pipes some good, Hosea.
I was once in this country with Bessie. Feels like a lifetime ago.
It was a lifetime ago. But what a life we have lived, how well we have fought, especially both of you. I hope so. But now, when things are desperate, we have to stick with the plan. Make enough money, then find somewhere where nobody will find us. Where we don't have to hide.
Like where?
I got some ideas hatching, but I need you with me, not against me. Both of you. Of course. Still, we do need money. So keep a low profile, especially in the local town. After Valentine, I want everyone on best behavior here. No trouble. But start turning over the soil and the rocks. See what turns up.
Dutch, we've got to be discreet.
Imagine
Que
what a
engraçado.
slew of rich,
Eu tinha feito essa
there
missão
must
já,
be
gente.
down here
E ela tinha dado uma falha monstruosa no final dela. E parece que a missão foi perdida. E aí ela tava aqui pra fazer de novo e não sabia que era mesmo. Então eu já sabia dessa ordem, achando que ela não tinha sido falada. Então provavelmente vocês ouviram falar sobre essa ordem em algum outro vídeo. Eu vou deletar o vídeo que deu problema, obviamente, né? E eu tô feliz por poder trazer a missão de novo. Não é uma missão muito complicada não, mas é uma missão que tem bastante historinha, tá ligado? Que engraçado, engraçado mesmo. Bom, tá bom, né? Tinha dado problema nela. Ela tinha travado no cinematic e aí eu tinha perdido todo o cinematic final. Mas eu não sabia que a missão tinha sido resetada. Isso me pegou de surpresa.
Hello, gentlemen.
Que bom.
Well, look what the cat drug in. I seem to have gotten myself in a spot of bother.
Quiet back there.
Easy.
Let's see if we can't sort this out. How are you, boys?
Fine.
This is quite some country you have here.
We like it well enough.
Hoagie McIntosh, at your service.
Lee Gray. This is my deputy Archibald McGregor.
It is good to meet you.
You a Scot?
Partly. The best part.
Of course.
Now, tell me, sir, what did the silly, fancy fop back there do? Nothing too terrible, I trust.
He was accused of running a gold mining investment scam.
Oh, no. I'm sure he wasn't. He is a magician. I know him. He's a fool. But he is not a bad fellow. Now, can we just...
I wouldn't do that if I were you.
Shit! The Anderson boys! I can't have more scandal!
Well, allow us to help, my friend. Arthur,
Chase wanted man.
and take Archibald with you.
Just what I signed up for. Come on, big guy.
Perhaps we can discuss the foolish magician.
Como eles são
Stay with that
espertos, né?
train. Don't let them get
E aí
away.
quer dizer, os caras vão
Keep
sair
your
ainda
guns
como
holstered.
os heróis
We
da
need that
história, né? Os
Anderson
filhos da
boys
puta.
alive.
O Dutch é ligeiro, né?
Come on, hurry.
Sabe
All
jogar.
right.
Come on, we're losing them.
Will you relax? We're not losing them.
Faster, come on. What's your name, sir?
Arthur Callahan.
Faster, Mr. Callahan, please. My neck is on the line here.
I get it.
Tá, isso foi uma coisa bem esquisita.
Looks like the son of a bitch gonna make.
Put that gun away.
Isso
now.
foi uma coisa
Hey,
bem
cut that
esquisita,
out.
mas beleza. Só o Arthur voou, vocês viram? Vocês viram esse bug? O cavalo com beleza, o cara com beleza. Vai doer.
Ooh, that must have hurt. Leave them. Stay with that train. The train is slowing down to go through the station. Now's our chance. See if you can get alongside the train. See the flat carriage? Head for that. Get us as close as you can. You think you can jump on there?
Me? Why me?
Because you ride like my grandmother.
You are something else. You cop bastard! I didn't do nothing. Got you now. Damn fool!
Solta, caralho. Espero que não trave de novo a missão, hein, cara. Tá dando umas bugadinhas que eu não tô gostando.
You hold it right there. Stop!
O Arthur fica bravão. Para!
Come on, shitbag!
Go, get after them.
Bastard! Damn bastard! Get the hell away from me!
Fiz eu perder minha boina, irmão. Cadê minha boina?
Come on.
Boina não.
Stop them. I'll
Eu
stop
gostei
the
dessa
train.
boina.
Running ain't gonna help. I'm coming for you next.
I'm gonna ride ahead and stop the train.
It's just us then, lawman. Come here. We need to bother. Let me go. Can't do that. You ain't much try if I...
Try at least.
Tô tentando não matar ele. Agora deixa eu prestar atenção na luta, cara. Rapaz, ele foi de cara na carne, hein?
Well, I don't think he's dead. I think I won the fight. Just about.
Da outra vez eu acabei matando ele. Eu matei ele esganado, velho. Bom, não acho que ele tá morto, mas acho que eu venci a luta. E peguei meu chapéu de volta. É óbvio que vai pegar minha boina, né, velho?
Bring him out here.
Deputy,
Sounded like quite a commotion. Is that him?
I sincerely hope so.
Old Anders Anderson.
So what now?
Take him in, come on. A fine job, well done. And a pat on the back for me for stopping the train. Load Anders onto the back of your horse there, and we'll take him to Sheriff Gray. There you go. You are a natural. All right, let's take him in. Follow me.
What about the others?
Oh, we'll...
Ô, controle, tá doido?
And that's really saying something.
You're the boss.
That was mighty impressive, sir. I have to admit. I'd hazard a guess you've served the law yourself at some point.
Well, I wouldn't exactly say that.
Watch out! Are you familiar with the area here?
No, not really.
On your right here, these tobacco fields? This is part of Caliga Hall, big estate belonging to the Gray family.
Looks bone dry.
Yes, we are in dire need of some rain round here, let me tell you. The Grays have lived in Caliga Hall for generations. Fine people. My family's been working for them for years. Sheriff Gray's the one I know best, of course, but they own half the businesses in town.
Which town?
Rhodes, sir. You don't know it? Where we're headed right now. Ain't what it was before the war, but it has its charms. I'm sure you already know of the Braithwaites.
Like I said, just got down here.
Another big family in these parts. They have an estate west of here. Awful people, truly awful. They've been fighting with the Grays for as long as I can remember.
Sounds like quite the place you got here.
Então, pessoal, eu vou trocar então de lugar lá alguns vídeos. Vou apagar o antigo desse aqui que deu ruim, né? E vou colocar ele na ordem que deveria, que eu fiz, tá ligado? E pra vocês não vai mudar nada. Pra mim vai mudar porque eu não sabia que essa missão não tinha sido computada. Mas agora, menos mal, fico feliz de poder trazer a história certa. Fico feliz por isso. Ai, ai. Vai entender esses bugs doidos que acontecem às vezes, né, meu? As doideiras.
Here we are. Welcome to Rhodes. Up there on your left is the Rhodes Parlor House. Very reputable saloon owned by the Gray family. We also have a general store, gunsmith, post office, train station, of course.
What more do you need?
Very little. Oh, good, they're back. And that's your friend, right?
Yep.
Okay, we're gonna stop just ahead on the right, outside the sheriff's office. Can you grab Anders off your horse and carry him in for me?
What is wrong with this place?
I know. Okay, this way.
Hey, fellas.
Bring him in so we can show Sheriff Gray. Didn't think I'd see something like that today.
Mr. Gray! We got him. Very good.
I told you Arthur would deliver. Man has a passion for justice.
That's wonderful.
So, about my friend here?
Your idiot friend is free to go. But no more trouble from you, partner.
I promise you, this was all just a big misunderstanding. However, I want to thank you from the bottom of my heart.
Now, I'll pretend to appreciate that. Mr. McIntosh, it has been a real pleasure. The mostly good citizens of Rhodes, we welcome you.
Well, we're just honored to be here.
And make your friend behave. We got enough trouble from some of the residents, old-timers who've gone, sadly, to seed and lost their dignity.
How terrible. Come along now. I will keep this fellow on the straight and
Nem
narrow.
falo nada,
Come back
viu,
and
cuzão?
see us sometime
Falo
soon.
nada.
Excuse me, gentlemen. Bo, these better be ugly rumors. Is it true you were seen talking to that wretched Penelope Braithwaite?
I can't thank you enough.
Where have you been?
Around.
And where you staying?
I'm renting a caravan on the edge of town behind the church. It's horrible, but no one comes looking. The whole town is trapped in this interminable feud between the two families. His lot, Gray's, and Braithwaite's.
Interesting.
Two old plantation houses and falling out of rebel gold. Marrying cousins or not marrying.
Arthur, Jose, you start poking around. See what you can find out about that.
I have missed you, boys. I've heard about bounty.
There's been a price on my head for 13 years. It'll take 'em months to find us down here, and it seems like we can have a little sport.
Well, they're good bounties.
Where you hear this?
Some fellas I met at a camp near the state line said there was talk of it in bars in the north and west for 500 miles. There was talk of super agents, some said.
Super agents. I'd love to meet one. It's just talk.
I'm sure it is, but I couldn't not tell you.
Stay out of trouble.
Thank you, gentlemen.
Okay, so these two plantation families. Arthur, you start sniffing around the Gray's place, see what the story is there.
Yeah, I passed by it earlier with our friend Archibald.
Good. Hosea, you see what you can find out about these Braithwaites.
All right. Thank you, Arthur.
Quite a fishing trip.
There's still time. I'm up for it.
How
Bela
about you, Arthur?
pescaria essa, realmente.
Have you had
Arthur.
enough of the chase for one day?
Saiu totalmente do plano, velho.
Don't think
Aceitar-
too hard.
Aceitar pescar, vamos lá.
Sure, why not?
Great. Hosea, why don't you lead us to that spot you were talking about? I kinda like this place.
Okay. Let's see if we can avoid any more excitement.
É legal as conversas, né? Elas são reais, né? Bem fluídas. Pocotôncia fazendo o sinal de Pocotôncia que está
One of
vindo.
my hogs crushed half her piglets.
Ain't nothing new.
Pronto, chegou a Pocotôncia. A Pocotôncia é do pai. É a Pocotôncia. Dá a carinha na Pocotôncia.
Yeah, that's my girl.
Minha Pocotôncia. Vambora.
So how far is this creek?
It's a bit of a ride still, and it's not a creek. It's the same lake we camped on, just a different pipe. It'll be worth it. I saw some big drum and sturgeon there. Should be rock bass, bluegills, perch, pickerel too. It's a good spot.
We'll see if you're as good at catching fish as you are at catching criminals, Arthur.
Trelawney owes me for that.
Trelawney owes everyone for something, but his information is good.
Plus, we are now ingratiated with the local law. I'd say it was a worthwhile diversion all around.
Vou falar com alguém. Sheriff Gray, caçador. Pensa, Sheriff Gray.
So, you're going back to see that Sheriff Gray?
Yeah, I don't see why not. They don't know who we are down here.
He didn't seem the sharpest attacks. Neither did that deputy.
If he thinks we can be useful to him, he can certainly be useful to us. A little hiding in plain sight.
I feel like we're always hiding in plain sight.
But sometimes more smartly than others.
Onde fica esse lugar? Pergunta sobre o tal.
Trelawney's like a bad penny.
I'm not sure how good a magician he is, but he's certainly good at disappearing when he feels like it.
Where does he go?
Everywhere and nowhere, it seems. We wouldn't have got Sean back if he hadn't been weaseling around down that way, though.
Hey, Dutch, remember that time you found him in the outhouse?
Oh, yeah. We hadn't seen him in weeks. We stopped in some dead-end town in the middle of nowhere. Don't even remember the name.
You and Bill were off doing something, Arthur.
So, we pick up some supplies. I go to relieve myself. Open the door, and there's Trelawney, sitting there, newspaper in hand. Mr. Vanderlyn. I say, what the hell are you doing here? And he said, I could ask you the same thing. Now, if you wouldn't mind giving me a little privacy, I ate a rotten oyster.
Hey, maybe there are actually 100 Trelawneys.
This is the spot. Down to the left there.
Essa é foda. Talvez tenha vários Trelawney. O Arthur também é um filho da puta, né, meu? Ele não perde a piada. E eu não perdi a minha boina, fico feliz por isso. Eu não queria perder ela, não.
I saw some boats around last time. Be good to get to deeper water. Yes, over there on the shore.
Vai, filho.
I'm sure nobody would mind if we borrowed one of these. Come on.
Pronto. Vamos pegar
All right.
o barquinho.
This looks like a fine vessel.
Okay. Come on, Arthur. Let's get her in the water.
I got a good feeling about fishing here. There's supposed to be some incredible sturgeon. Oh,
Okay, here we go. Let me row. You boys are too old for real labor no more.
You're too dumb for anything else.
You're still too quick for me, old man.
Enjoy picking on children. Now take us to the deeper water.
Caralho, vai ligeiro, hein, mano?
Stupid fish.
Idiota demais pra fazer qualquer outra
What
coisa pra
about
fora.
stupid luck? Good fish.
That'll do too. Get us a bit deeper.
Bora.
I think here's good.
All right. Good luck, gentlemen. Where's your rod, Arthur?
Larga o remo, Arthur.
Come on, Arthur. Don't be nervous.
Should really come here at dawn or dusk. That's when you catch the best fish. We should use a lake lure. That'll give us a much better chance of hooking something big like a sturgeon.
What's wrong with a good old worm?
Oh, worms are good for tiddlers like bluegill and rock bass, but you'd have to be real lucky to catch a sturgeon with one.
Lures it is, then. You heard the expert, Arthur. Let's bait up.
Keep the lure moving slowly on the water so it looks like a little fish just asking to be eaten. Got a nibble there, Arthur. You hooked him? Got one.
Got him?
Ah, I should have had that one.
Nossa, eu tive o bagulho aqui sem querer. Tem um peixe grande ali.
Hey, look at this beauty.
There you go.
Well done, Arthur.
They can grow a lot bigger than that. Fella told me he once saw a monster lake sturgeon near the mouth of the river, just southwest of St.
Olha aquele ali, irmão.
50-pounder, he reckon.
I would like to see that. Hey, Hosea. You remember that time we sent Arthur out fishing? He came back with 3 beautiful bass.
Eu não sabia que a habilidade aqui funcionava pra ver os peixes embaixo da água, não. Era aquele grandão ali, velho.
I don't think I do.
Oh, yeah. You do. He was maybe 20. 21. Walked in all full of himself. We had a big feast. Toasted him all night.
This was 15 years ago.
Oh, I remember now.
Then, the next week, Arthur and I are at the market. and fishmonger calls out, "So how did you enjoy those bass?"
Look, you can fish, or you can go drinking all day, rob
Infelizmente aquele
someone,
peixe ali eu não consigo mirar
and
nele.
buy some fish.
There we go. I used to go fishing with this feller back in the day. Wesley, his name was. Real miserable bastard, but he loved to fish. We go out all the time. But one day, we were river fishing when we see a funeral
Rapaz,
procession
morde
going
alguma
over
coisa aí,
the
velho.
bridge, and out of the blue, Wesley stands up, takes off his hat, bows his head. Then he sits down, picks his rod back up, and carries on. Doesn't say a word. So I'm a little surprised and say, "Wesley, that was nice of you." And he replies, "Well, felt I had to. After all, I was married to her for 30 years.
Oh, there he is.
Oh, dear God. I might swim to shore.
Nice, you hooked him.
E sim, rodar os dois ao mesmo tempo é a melhor maneira de pegar os peixes, tá?
Remember those big
Não cai na
salmon I caught
conversa
in
do negócio
Montana
não, já
last year?
testei.
We had a banquet
aprendi.
planned that night until Copper went and scoffed the lot.
You never had control of that dog.
Yeah, it's the spirit, though.
Mas
Never
ele tinha
luck.
força de vontade.
Puppy in him, right to the end.
You know, I remember us saying how Blackwater was the furthest east we'd ever been. As a group, I mean.
Feels like the more we try to head west, the further east we end up.
We had all those safe spots picked out to lie low in New Austin after the ferry job.
I liked it there. Still open and wild, the way it should be. Somehow the desert makes you feel
O que eu peguei? Não, não
closer
peguei o que
to
eu
the
queria, mas tudo
sky.
bem.
No point us trying to get back that way anytime.
Então, beleza, agora eu tô tirando sozinho.
Pinkertons
o
had
negócio.
patrols out all over tall trees and Great Plains. We saw when we went back for Sean.
Well, look at us now, huh? It could be worse. Plans change. That's
É
just
feio
how
pensar
life
desse jeito?
goes.
É,
Well
mas
done.
funciona.
Ha! Got ya!
Melhor do que você
Keep
tentar do
that
jeito que o
one,
jogo
eh?
te ensina.
Did I ever tell you my mother's buried in Blackwater?
Really? She is?
Apparently so. I only found out from an uncle of mine years later. Last I knew, she was still outside Philadelphia. I left home at 15 and didn't see her again. She and I didn't always see eye to eye. I wasn't always a very obedient child.
I can only imagine.
Still, I loved her in my own way, and she me in hers. Somehow, even from the grave, she managed to have the last laugh. There you go. That's a nice one. Oh, Arthur's pleased with that one.
Arthur tá pescando bastante, filho. Agora os grandão ali que eu queria pegar eu não consigo, porque o jogo não me permite. Isso! Controle de gente boa, como sempre, né? Dando o ar da graça. Essas conversas pararam. Daqui eu tô vendo um veado da montanha lá longe, olha lá. Em cima da pedrinha ali, perto da árvore, lá em cima na direita, ó. Olha lá ele lá. Ai, se eu pudesse, eu tirava dentro daqui. Pique, e ia lá pegar. Ô, Charto, o que houve? Esse quarto não vai pegar mais nada agora. Última tentativa. É, as conversas pararam. Então é bom a gente finalizar. Nem os peixes mordem mais. Ó.
Hey, I reckon we call it a day, fellas.
Already?
You ain't been chasing down outlaws.
All right. Think we got a decent haul here. Pearson will be happy. Should we head back?
We could keep the boat, not too far back to camp from here.
Good idea. Could be useful.
What about the horses?
Oh, they'll find their way back.
Just follow the shore south, Arthur.
That was fun. Thank you, boys. Now, Hosea,
Yes.
how about a song?
Okay. All right, I got one for you. I asked that gal to give me some.
I asked that gal to give me some. She says, wait till the taters is done. I couldn't wait till the taters was done. I couldn't wait till the taters was done. Threw her on the floor and knocked off some. I wish to God I'd passed her by. I wish to God I'd passed her by. Taters got burnt and so did I.
That was pretty good. But you know, what song we should be singing?
What?
Well, look at us. 3 mariners.
Ah, of course.
Well, we be 3 poor mariners newly come from the seas. We spend our lives in jeopardy while others live at ease. Shall we go dance this round, around, around? Shall we go dance this round, around, around? And he that is a bully boy, come pledge me on this round, round, round. We care not for the martial men that do our states disdain, but we care for the merchant men that do our states maintain. To them we dance this round, around, around. To them we dance this round, around, around. And he that is a bully boy, come pledge me on this ground, 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 ground.
Oh, bravo! Bravo! Well, you know, we should not let the folks back at camp think that we had too much fun.
Indeed not.
Eles são ligeiros. O Dutch é um cara ligeiro, né? O Dutch é um cara esperto, né, mano?
All
Verdade
right.
seja dita.
I think we're gonna be okay. I know. I always know. Whenever I got you two by my side, things are gonna be just fine. This place will be good for us. For now, anyway.
I hope so.
Bom, pessoal, é nesse clima gostoso.
I am going to take in the view.
I'll give these.
Gonna be fine, Dutch.
Oh, that was
Que a gente
fun
finaliza
today.
aí essa missão, tá?
You didn't
Se
have to
você é novo
stay
no
that
canal,
train.
se inscreve, deixa o like, compartilha o vídeo, dá aquela força. E é isso aí, meus amores. Estilo Games desligando. Fiquem com Deus, na paz e até a próxima. Tchau, tchau, pessoal. Fui, hein?